So introduce yourselves.
I'm Shawnee, and I'm in 12th grade.
And I'm Jordan Geislinger, and I'm in 12th grade too.
All right.
Princesses are always being saved by their princes, but somehow a bad guy always splits them up. Magic always brings them back together, though. This is the story of Jorinda and Joringel by the Grimm brothers, and it tells a story like this, but with a twist.
There was an old forest and a castle. An old lady lived there all by herself. She was a wicked witch. In the daytime, she would turn herself into a cat or a night owl, but at night, she would resume her human form. If anyone came within 100 steps of the castle, they were frozen in their tracks and could not stir from the spot until she said certain words that broke the spell. If an innocent girl went inside the circle, the witch would turn her into a bird and shut her up in a wicker cage and bring her back to the castle. The witch had 7,000 rare birds that were all in wicker cages. Now, there was a girl named Jorinda, who was the most beautiful girl in the world. She was in love with a boy named Joringel. Wanting to be alone and undisturbed, they went into the forest. "Take care," said Joringel. "Don't go near the castle." It was a lovely evening. The sun was shining through the tree trunks and lit up the dark green darkness of the forest. Now and then, Jorinda wept. She sat in the sun and sighed, and Joringel sighed too. They were sad as if death was near. Looking around in their bewilderment, they did not know their way home. The sun was still half above the hill and half below it.
Joringel looked through the bushes and saw that the castle was only a few steps away. He was overcome with horror and fear.
Jorinda sang,
"My little bird with the ring so red sings sorrow, sorrow, sorrow. He sings that the turtle dove is dead, sings sorrow, jug, jug, jug." Joringel looked at Jorinda.
She was turned into a nightingale and was singing.
"Jug, jug, jug."
An owl with fiery eyes flew around her and screeched 3 times.
"To-hoo, to-hoo, to-hoo." Joringel couldn't move. He was as still as a stone and was able to talk, speak, or weep.
"Oh, please give me my Jorinda back, please."
The owl flew back into the bushes and the sun went down.
A gnarled old woman came out of that. She had red eyes and a crooked nose. She then said,
"Greetings, gal. When the moon hits the cage, let him free." And Joringel was free. He begged the old woman to give him his Jorinda back, but the old lady just told him that he would never see her again and left.
Oh, what to become of me?"
Joringel walked a ways and came to a strange place that he took care of the sheep. He had a dream one night that he found a red flower with a fine pearl in the middle. He plucked the flower and went back to the castle, and everything he touched with the flower broke from the spell. He even dreamt that he found Jorinda back. That morning, he woke up and he searched hill after hill for the flower. On the 9th day after searching, he found the red flower. In the middle there was a dewdrop as fine as the finest pearl. He picked the flower and journeyed back to the castle day and night. He was 10 paces away from the castle and he did not freeze. His heart leaped and he made his way to the gate. He touched the flower with the gate and the gate sprang open. He went through the courtyard and listened for the sound of the birds. He went into the room and saw the old woman feeding the birds in the 7,000 cages.
When the witch saw Joringel, she was angry, very angry. She scolded, but she could not get near him, not within 2 paces.
Suddenly, he was going up and down the rows, looking at the birds to see if he could find Jorinda. But there were so many birds, he didn't know how he was going to find his love. He then saw the old witch taking a cage down to the room, making her way to the door. He touched the flower with the cage, and he touched the old woman with the flower too, and that made her lose all of her magic and power.
There stood Jorinda, as beautiful as ever, hugged her Joringel.
After Jorindel turned all the other birds into girls, he went home with Jorinda, and they lived happily ever after.